When I was a kid, I had a best friend named George, and George was pretty awesome. We would always come over to my grandparents and ask if I was there, and we would set out on an adventure. We usually would head for my grandparents' cornfield. They had a huge cornfield behind their house. And in the middle of this cornfield was a crater in the earth, a giant hole that looked like a meteor had hit it. And out of it grew a forest. So there's this beautiful golden corn, and in the middle is this forest. And lo and behold, it really does exist. I thought maybe I made it up as a kid, but I went back and saw it again. And that became our Neverland. That's where George would always lead me. It was like he was Peter Pan and I was a lost boy, and we'd set out. And I very vividly recall one day, I maybe was 4, and George was the ripe old age of 5 or 6, like just this old, wise man. And he would be swinging through the trees, kind of like Tarzan. And he did it so effortlessly that I thought, yeah, I can do this. I can make this happen. Lo and behold, I am not as graceful as I look today. When I was a kid, I would trip and fall all the time. And I was lucky to have George, because one day I came down a little too hard and I twisted my ankle. And and when you twist your ankle as a kid, the world seems to have ended. You can't move, you're in shock and pain. And I had George there to carry me back to my grandparents' house. I think he drugged me. I'm not sure that he had the fortitude to just carry me, but we made it back, is what I'm trying to say. And lo and behold, I knew I always had a friend in George. He wouldn't leave a man behind. That's what he kept saying, Dave, I won't leave a man behind. And he did not leave me behind that day. And it was just a great reminder. Now that I'm an adult, I'm not even sure where George is. As we grew older, I think we lose touch with a lot of our old friends, and it makes me sad, but I just know that George is out there somewhere watching people's back. He might be an army general at this point, never leaving a man behind. But it was a great reminder of what God calls us to do. He calls us to love our brothers and our sisters, never leave a man behind. Go out and rescue those that can't help themselves, those young 4-year-olds that have twisted their ankles. And 1 John says this, of course, in chapter 4. Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. I don't know exactly where George is today. Sometimes when we grow older, we lose touch with our childhood friends. But I do know this, that George loved me, man. He wouldn't leave a man behind. He might be a general in an army somewhere. And I'm sure he's surrounded by lots of friends who love that loyalty. The fact that he's going to be there for you whenever, whatever, come what may, he'll help you out. And I just think I saw in him the heart of God. God doesn't leave a man behind, nor woman behind. He comes and he rescues them with love. Today I just pray that your arms are open wide for someone that you love. Let them know that no matter what happens, come what may, you'll never leave a man behind, and you'll go out with love and rescue them.